We are live here on Plus One EXP's Roll for Content channel. My name is Tony Vicinda. I'm Chief Alchemist here at Plus One EXP, which is a weird little brand that multi-classes in tabletop game design, beard, and skincare alchemy. And the Bardic College of Content Creation, our hope and desire is to help amazing designers find great players who love their games, and amazing players find great designers whose games they can love. We do that in a lot of different ways, but the most fun one is sitting down with those designers and some of my friends to play the game. Today, we are sitting down to play a game that the game I was most excited to play this year. I did get to play it at the end of last year. It won't be out, I don't think, in print till next year, but it's going to be funding later on this month over on Indiegogo. It is
10 days away.
That's right. Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast. It is a fat book, Florida 666 man, 100%. It's going to be a thick one. It may be thicker, it may be not as thick as that mock-up, but it's going to be it's going to be big either way. Joining us to play the game is Jay Dragon. Jay, why don't you tell people who you are, what you do, and tell us a little bit about Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast?
Why, hello, everyone. My name is Jay Dragon. I don't really use pronouns, and I am one of the writers on board Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast. I'm also the editorial director of Possum Games, which we'll be publishing. And I'm so happy to be here. That's who I am. That's what I do. I wrote Wanderhome, if you're familiar. Many people seem to be.
Tell us a little bit about Yazeba's and what it is. Like, every time I try to describe it, I use some of the same words and some different words, which maybe you also do. But tell us a little bit about what people can expect from this game.
My elevator pitch at this point is it is a slice-of-life, legacy-inspired tabletop role-playing game about a magical bed and breakfast deep in the woods run by a heartless witch. It uses these stickers to create legacy mechanics. It uses stickers so that characters can change over time. It uses preset characters in kind of these modular scenarios in order to tell wildly different stories using kind of the same meta structure. And the stickers tie it all together. And so it's a game that grows with you over time.
Awesome. And people can head over to Possum Creek Games or to ttrpg.link /yazebasgame to go sign up to get notified when it goes live. There's also an Ashcan version up over on Itch if you want to head over there and check it out. But the play structure is also somewhat unique. We're going to play chapters. Today we're going to play 2 chapters. So we're going to play one. This is our play of chapter 10. We're going to come back. We're going to play another one in just a little bit. We'll take a short break in between. But I am very, very excited to play. Let's meet the other folks we're playing with, though, because I'm excited to play with them. Join us for the first time on stream, though I've been a guest on theirs. We've got Father Ben. Ben, tell people who you are, what you do, where they can find you online.
Sure, yeah. I'm Ben. I'm also known sometimes online as That Gamer Priest. I'm co-founder of the All Ports Open network at allportsopen.com. I stream a Monday night show called Holy Happy Hour Batman. I do a bunch of other podcasts and stuff like that. And I'm designing games at Apon Games. So that's where folks can find me.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. I'm super excited to sit down and actually play a game with you.
Even
though we live in the same city, never played a game together before.
We have shared a meal but not played a game. So we're fixing that.
Yep. And then we've got one of my favorite folks to play with. We've got Vic. Vic, tell people who you are, what you do, where they can find you online.
I am Vic. I am a haunted analog and also horror writer and designer. I also represent hair and makeup, fashion photography, and all those sort of fun things. So rock and roll is my jam. So major _ tomorrow. And that's totally where I am all the time, doing all sorts of things. Some things that are embarrassing, some things that are less some things that are just my brand. Anytime Tony likes something, I'm like, I know this was a personal dig.
I saw it and I loved it. Awesome. So like I mentioned, we're going to play chapters, and we won't be playing the same we might be playing the same characters in both chapters. We probably won't be playing the same characters in both chapters, because you don't have to do that in the game. And because of that, as that preset cast of characters, you can rotate through them. Jay, do you want us to go ahead and you think it's a good idea that like we talked about before, introduce our characters now? Anything else you want to take care of?
Let's give a really quick intro to the house, and then we can talk about our characters. That
sounds great.
So I'm going to set the stage with once upon a time, the world was cruel, and there was a witch who knew it well. And so she sold her heart to build a house in the woods where the world could never find her. At first, she would let no one into her fortress, but in the long march of days, a strange thing happened. In her own cold and spiteful way, the witch made a friend, and then another, and then several more, until her house was teeming with colorful faces and complicated lives. The house would come to be known as Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast, and it would last for a very long time. On the front door of Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast, there is a sign which reads, "No soliciting, trespassing, romancing, snooping, snitching, or unnecessary small talk welcome. Yazeba reserves her temper for those she catches violating these rules." Underneath that sign is a second, smaller sign which reads, "Room for everyone." It is always September 15th inside the bed and breakfast, even if it's summer, spring, or winter outside. September 15th is her favorite day of the year, after all. Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast is in many places at many times. It is most frequently near the cozy village of Sleepytown, somewhere on the East Coast, sometime in the 20th century. Every room is always next to every other room, and the bed and breakfast is both quaint and sprawling, with enough rooms that can always accommodate any number of guests, except, oddly, Gertrude. And that's where we are. Some of us are playing residents, some of us are playing guests. If we want to go around and introduce our characters briefly, that might be a good idea.
Awesome. Ben, why don't we start with you?
Did we decide I'm cool playing Muckleby?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course
okay.
we play Muckleby.
Awesome, really exciting. In that case, I am excited to be playing Muckleby, she, her pronouns, a huge living glob of grime. So I'm very excited to be checking out this character.
Awesome. Vic, how about you?
Oh, I'm Sal. I have he/him pronouns. I need you just to know that I'm a rock star, and I'm gonna go in the charts. My whole life, I've been rising up. I like to refer to my stuff as bedroom alt pop is my brand right now. Yeah, I used to be an apprentice, but that it wasn't conducive to my rock and roll lifestyle. So, but Yazeba still keeps me around.
Awesome. Jay, how about you? Who are you playing?
I am playing Gertrude. I use she, her. She uses she, her pronouns. Gertrude is a masked teenage runaway who is currently sleeping in the laundry room of the bed and breakfast, which means this upcoming chapter is going to be very personal for her.
And I am playing Yazeba. So I am a witch who uses she, her pronouns. I am the creator of the bed and breakfast, or at least the bed and breakfast that I never knew if anybody would come to, and now it's all these people here. And so I'm super excited to play. This is my third character to get to play. I try to pick a new one every single time. And so I'm very excited. Anything else we want to cover before we dive into Wash Cycle?
I think we're ready to hop right on in.
Cool. We normally use lines and veils on the channel. We will still have lines and veils in place because of the tone of Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast. We talked about them a little bit in advance. We have a strong line against sexual violence on the channel, but most of the things in the tone of Yazeba's we don't have a lot of concern about what will come up. I think one of the big things Jay noted in our pre-talk that's really important is both that the safety rules for the game, which this made me so happy, are written by Hey Kid, who said, "What's the line, Jay? That the rules are like
rules are like bedtimes or calendars. You can ignore them when you want to."
Awesome. And so basically that we want to place personal comfort over any sort of strict rules or anything else like that. So we will use lines, veils, the X card as they come up, but unless somebody has one they want to establish now, they think is going to be an issue, we can, but I think from our pre-conversation, none of us were particularly worried. We also do have the X card, which is the ability to pause, which could just be like, hey, I'm confused about something that's happening, or hey, I do have an issue with this. Let's identify that, as well as having an open door policy. So if one of us needs to step away for a moment, pause, any of that kind of stuff, that's all completely normal, and people should do that to make sure that they stay comfortable also too. But with that said, let's check out Wash Cycle.
All right. So do we want to cover the rules first, or do we want to read the fiction?
Let's do the rules first. So each
All right, we're going to teach the rules live on stream, everyone. Get ready. So this chapter is in the frantic mood, which means that the core of it is about coin flipping. I sent all of you a little link to a coin flipping tracker that we can use. The game is also about a lot of tracks. You're going to see them all over the document. I think Tony has the document visible so the audience can see as well. There are these little tracks, which are these little tables in here. In the final version, they're going to be more artsy, but we're very far away from that. Whenever you want to take a track, you consult your chaos coins. If you don't have any, you immediately succeed and you get a chaos coin. Otherwise, you flip your chaos coins and then get a chaos coin. If any of your coins come up tails, you fails and do a whoopsie from your character sheet about it. If every single one of them comes up heads, you succeed and you can take the track as normal. You will notice that means that as you get more coins, it becomes exponentially unlikely for your success. Don't worry. There are 2 things you can do to deal with this. The first one is if you get 5 coins, that's right, 5 coins, you can cash them all in and succeed immediately. So if at any point you have 5 coins, you can cash them in and succeed. Your other option is you can do a bingo, which you also have on your sheet. And your bingos are your moments of personal strength. When you do a bingo, take all your chaos coins and give them to someone else. Make it their problem by being nice to them. And so that way, if you're building up too many coins, you can dump your coins off on someone else. We are trying to do laundry. We're going to need to consult our coins a lot because there's a lot of laundry to do. Every time we fill up the washer track, we will clear it and then start filling up the dryer track. And then when the dryer track fills up, we will check one of the hamper slots. And once both hamper slots are checked, then we will be done with laundry. We have to consult our coins a lot. So like, feel free to do it just very rhythmically and quick. You don't have to make a moment of it. A couple of things really quick. We have a bunch of extra whoopsies if you need them that are all about making a mess in the washing room, in the laundry room. There's also Sal. You have a special header called Very Busy Guy. So if you want to cause some extra problems with that, you have that. And then Gertrude, can get grossed out and overwhelmed during this whole process. And I have a little special track called the grossed out track that I get to keep track of to measure whether or not I'm too nauseated to be functional throughout all this. And those are the rules of the chapter. Are there any questions from the folks on stream?
If you're watching and you have a question, you can ask it also too.
Oh yeah, pop it in chat. We will answer it as well.
Also, if you are somebody who's familiar with the setting and you want to pick any of the characters not named so far to just be in the chat while we are playing, you are 100% welcome to. We may not take
super fun.
We may not take your mechanical input, but you are welcome to play along with us as you.
That's such a fun idea, Tony. I love that.
That is really smart. I love that. I actually adore that.
Yeah.
It also keeps alive a conversation we were having a couple of days ago too.
Go.
True.
No, that's perfect. Any questions from Ben or you, Vic?
No, I love the Very Busy Guy. Like, I'm excited to see how that works out. To my detriment.
God.
All right.
Tony, do you want to read the fiction with your beautiful voice?
So we are going to read through the opening segment of this. I don't remember if Vic or Ben, if we addressed y'all within this. I'll read it, but there's going to be certain parts where your characters are talking, and so I would love to have you read the actual text when your character is talking. So if y'all want to open up the copy of Wash Cycle and read along with us.
I think it's just me and Vic. I don't think Ben's got any lines because
makes sense.
Vic, you can just switch around in the background if you want to. That's fine. But here we go with Chapter 10 of Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast, Wash Cycle. Chapter 10, Wash Cycle, in which the laundry room has become a disaster, and Sal must lead the charge to fix it, with Gertrude's reluctant help. Amelie's arms have fallen off. This was less of a problem for Amelie than it would have been for most of the B&B's residents. But the local repair shop was waiting on a part from out of town to arrive, and it's been an entire week since they'd twisted their joints apart mopping. Footprints mottled the floor, turning it a rich brown color of early spring mud. Gertrude was curled up with a book underneath the fax machine, trying not to eavesdrop too obviously on Sal's phone call. She didn't want to be in the lobby, but the smell of sweaty clothes and damp had filled the B&B, and the calming scent of printer ink clinging to the clunky device was the only thing that could crowd out the more pungent odors. Sal put down the phone with a heavy thud, and Gertrude looked over at him.
Hey, Sal, what's wrong?
Yazeba with Amelia out of commission. I've got to get all the laundry done today.
Gertrude looked appalled.
But Sal, there's a mountain of clothes and sheets and stuff in there. What about your concert?
I tried to bring that up, but she.
Sal glanced down at the phone's speaker, still glowing orange from the heat, and scratched the back of his head.
I don't think she liked the sound of that.
Gertrude stood, straightening out her back, which hurt a fair slight more than a teenager's probably should. Nobody knew the laundry room better than her. She'd never been on laundry duty per se, but she'd always tried to sleep through more than a few watch cycles.
Well, okay. Maybe you can still make your concert if somebody else pitches in.
Really? That's so sweet of you. Let's get to work.
Before Gertrude could...
That was in character. Keep going.
Before Gertrude could stammer out a clarification, the two of them were tumbling headfirst into the laundry room. She looked out across the horror of the vast sea of dirty bedsheets and stinky socks and realized she'd just signed up for a very long day. Indeed.
Oh boy. So, right off that, where is Muckleby and where is Yazeba?
Yazeba is just gotten off the phone with Sal, is like at the end of the driveway to the B&B and is headed this way, seeing Sal's reluctance. So Yazeba is available via telephone and on the way.
The telephone's still scorching with heat.
I was imagining that Muckleby just is going to kind of wander by, and she really is going to be very excited about trying to help. That's what I was kind of imagining, which I could do now, or I could just do that now if you want, or I can wait and do it at an opportune moment.
I love the thought of like Muckleby's like, oh, what are you up to in there? And Gertrude is like,
Yeah, exactly.
we're cleaning. And
No, that's exactly. And then Muckleby's like, oh my gosh, no one ever invites me to clean. I would love to help so much. That sounds so great.
And Gertrude, absolutely. I think, unfortunately, Gertrude is immediately going to tick off one of her grossed out tracks just right off the bat, as Muckleby. How gross is your Muckleby? How stinky is your Muckleby?
Oh no, but see, one of the fun facts about Muckleby is that she's not stinky at all. They expect her to smell bad,
cool. Sounds
but
good.
she just smells like fresh soil and a word that petrichor, which I don't know what that word means.
Petrichor.
It's the smell of rain after smell of the earth after it rains.
So that's if you like that smell, that's what she smells like.
Yeah, maybe I'm not grossed out actually. Wow, yeah, Muckleby's just big and slimy.
Exactly. There is lots of stuff falling out of her though, like she keeps cramming back inside. I
love the idea. If you're cool, maybe there was like a pile of clean clothes that needed to be folded, and Muckleby like wanders over to that and starts touching it all, immediately making it no longer clean clothes ready to be folded.
I'm gonna immediately just check off one of the washer cycles as I grab some of Muckleby's clothes and the clothes Muckleby is tossing. I'm like, here, Muckleby, and I scoop up the clothes and I toss them into the washing machine. And I get a chaos coin, and now I have one. I immediately succeed, and then I get a chaos coin. So now I have one chaos coin.
Awesome.
I've never been so excited. Nobody ever invites me to clean. I don't know why, because I love it. It's so great.
I don't know why either, Muckleby. Who's to say? But maybe you can just help scoop stuff up and toss it in the washing machine, right?
Oh yeah, that sounds great. I could definitely do that with my hands that I don't have.
Sal, just use your...
Hold on, I'll figure it out.
Sal, your phone dings with a text that immediately magically like pops up in the air above it from Yazeba, like assuming that you weren't going to check it, and her voice superimposes itself into the room. I'm getting out of the car. I expect you to be well underway by the time I get in there.
Oh,
God.
So, it's really... There's a song that I'm working on, Muckleby, like, and I think you could help me out with it. Like, it's if you really move towards the beat of like, I feel like if you really vibe, you're like really getting into the groove of throwing things in, and it's like muck here, throw, like, you know what I mean? I'm kind of still working on it.
Here, throw.
Yeah.
I like that. Can you sing it some more so I can really get into the beat?
Makir, throw, Makir,
Oh, that faster. I don't know if I can do it that fast.
You can. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to put too much pressure. I'm just trying to inspire. Just trying to make sure that everything works out.
While this is going on, Gertrude. By the way, you might want to both check off things in the washer if you're taking a shot at the washer. Yeah, you can just go in there and put an X in the box. And then take a chaos coin. Gertrude, meanwhile, in the background, I'm gonna flip my one chaos coin, and I get a tails as I try and just kind of quietly, while this is going on, just like I'm just doing my job, and I'm gonna get a tails and fail. I get a second coin, so now I have 2 coins, and I'm going to spill detergent all over the floor, creating a spreading puddle of blue goo. So I think Gertrude behind you, like you're like throw, and Gertrude is like convinced you're gonna knock over the detergent. So she reaches up and pulls the detergent away from like Muckleby while she's like throwing goop, and accidentally spills it onto the ground instead of like successfully getting out of the way, and just a layer of blue detergent spreads out across the floor. And Gertrude's like, and I am now going to check off one of my yucky tracks.
I can maybe just kind of absorb all of that. Hold on, let me try to just like see if I can just like bring it on in. Just bring it on in.
I didn't know you could do that. Do you want to flip your coin?
Sure.
Do you want to flip your coin to
Yeah. As soon as I figure out which of my windows was the coin flip, there it is.
True.
It was a heads.
It was a heads. So you succeed. You check off one of the boxes of the washer, which means that the washer is now in the load, and we're working on the dryer, or that the first load of laundry is on its way. As you clean up the goo, and we are making steady progress. Wow, maybe this will be really easy to do all this laundry. Maybe, in fact, the buildup of chaos coins will not be a problem. The first load of laundry is deceptively easy.
Nobody ever invites me to come and clean, and that's the thing. I'm really good at it.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, wow, you are really good at. Wow, that's what is the?
I can like absorb stuff into my. The dirt can just become part of me, and then it's great.
Oh yeah, that makes it more clean overall. What does the detergent look like as it like scoops up into your body?
I feel like the lower half of my body, the grime pile that is me, is just like becoming the purple color of the detergent. So it's just like it's just like, kind of like the bottom of me is now purple. There's maybe a little bit of a purple film that she's leaving on the ground when she's moving a little bit, just a little.
But
bit.
It's soap. It's soap. We can forgive that, right? That's not gonna be bad.
It's part of the process.
Part of the process. Sal, what are you up to?
I'm a little, Sal's probably a little bit nervous about the cleaning aspect of all of the, like, as she moves along and trying to kind of like put the other dirty loads kind of behind her so that they have suds already in them in advance. But it's also like still like has a little keytar situation going on. It's just slowly playing.
Do you want to flip a coin? Do you want to flip a coin and get more laundry in?
Of course.
You hear like the kitchen door jingle open and slam shut. I'll be putting these groceries away and then into check in just a moment.
I got tails.
Tails. All right, you get another coin. Now you have 2. And what's your whoopsie?
I drop the laundry halfway through and just start tuning out myself and just playing a little riff on my guitar and being like laundry bones.
I think Gertrude's gonna try and slip in and pick up the laundry you dropped and flip both my coins and get 2 tails. So once again, I fail. I will do another whoopsie now. I'm gonna take on more than I could carry, and so I sweep in and I grab the laundry out from like underneath Sal, and it's too much, and it just falls. And like the sudsy, like I slip on the suds and I just can't carry all the laundry and I just drop it on the ground. And now I have 3 coins. And I think I'm even more grossed out because now I've fallen in dirty laundry and detergent and muckle.
Oh, hold on, let me see if I can get those and get them in. And I'm gonna like grime over top of her to like try to pick up the laundry and put
flip
it in.
Your coins. Oh God.
I will flip my coins.
Yazeba saunters in at this moment and looks around. And takes
Gertrude lightly drowning underneath Muckleby.
I got a
What are your
tail
coins?
and the heads.
You fail. You get another coin.
Get another
and,
coin.
Dear, my
and what's your
child.
whoopsie?
What are
What's
you
my
doing? And I
whoopsie?
just tap my wand and like proving that basically I could the conceit that we need to do laundry is kind of ridiculous. I kind of magically cause all the laundry to like unwrap itself off you clean up, and I just send a load straight into the wash.
So you just immediately succeed.
I just immediately succeed for my first thing.
Well, check off a spot. Muckleby, what was your whoopsie?
I think it's got to be that one of Muckleby's whoopsies is engulf something or someone without realizing it, and I feel like it's got to be engulfing Gertrude without realizing.
I think there's a moment, like in cartoons where like you see someone like with their like mouth puffed up full of air, like floating in the bubble. Like I think Gertrude has like a in the bubble moment before Yazeba magically just pops her out and she falls on the floor and she's coated in like a thin layer of goo. And she's like, "Good morning, Yazeba."
Good morning. How are you doing today? I thank you for helping. Sal, wasn't this supposed to be your task?
You acknowledge my effort?
I mean,
That's one of the steps from my journey.
I mean,
Check that off.
I do.
I check off one of the steps in my journey so that I'm one step closer to Gertrude leveling up.
Sal, I thought I had given you this task. Why is Gertrude the one who seems to be carrying the bulk of the load?
Well, because Gertrude's actually like I just passed it off to her for a second because we're doing a whole like circuit here. Like one of us does one part of it, the next part, and like I'm directing quite clearly, and it's
Well, since you seem to be unable to handle the best way to do this process, I guess I will pitch in and tell you what you should be doing. I'm criticizing someone and calling it helping right now, which is my whoopsie from failing, and I'm taking an additional coin.
Oh, you failed! Ooh, brutal. Failure and looking. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a bingo for Sal, and I'm going to keep a secret that I should keep. So Sal, you get all 3 of my coins. I'm gonna dump all 3 of my coins onto you as I go. No, Yazeba, Sal's right. We've been working as a team together. He's been really helpful, and he's been doing most of it. I've just been mainly spilling detergent on the floor.
Oh,
I didn't mean to spill detergent on the floor, Yazeba. That was a mistake. But Muckleby cleaned it up, so I think it's all okay, right?
Yeah.
I suppose so. I mean, if you think this process is working, I suppose I could just pitch in. What should I do to help?
We just got to get as much laundry into the dryer as possible, get the dryer going. I think and Gertrude is going to pick up a load of laundry and just toss it in. Succeed off the bat. There's no more coins.
Fine.
Get a new coin.
I'm going to use magic to try to solve a problem and then only make things worse.
You're just flipping your coins quietly and failing.
I cause all of the I magically cast all the laundry into the air and try to slam it into the washing machine at the same time. It piles up to the ceiling and then falls back immediately on the floor, hitting and covering Muckleby in the process.
Oh, Muckleby's covered in clothes now.
No, this is fine. This is fine. I'm really good at putting them into the washing machine. So hold on, let me go ahead and try to do that real quick, and just see what happens. Oh no. Okay, so she failed. Wait, you said there's specific whoopsies for this, like extra ones.
You can do your regular whoopsies, or you can do. There's a set in a textile wilderness subheader.
Oh,
a set of extra whoopsies if you want extras.
Okay, well, let me see.
Some characters don't have like very good laundry whoopsies, so we just have like, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, isn't that the worst when you design a character and it doesn't have enough good laundry whoopsies? So,
I know, like what
classic-
good is a character if they're not prepared to deal with laundry? Right?
classic game design problem. And so
Well, it's like some characters are min-maxed for laundry, and some characters like are built for like combat or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like it's all min-maxed.
the third pillar of Yazeba is
the
laundry.
three pillars: combat, exploration, and laundry. Yeah.
And so
I feel like she just becomes entangled in a knot of clothes, you know, like she's just like the grime is now everywhere, and like she's kind of like in between the clothes, like that, you know what I mean? Like she's like her body, which is not really a body anyway, is kind of like inside the different orifices of the clothing.
Oh.
Sal's gonna go for broke because I also just flipped my coins and try to
Oh
unravel
boy.
each
Yeah,
part
help
of
me,
you,
please. Help
but
me.
acting way too chill in the process, which is my whoopsie in that regard.
How many coins do you have?
I had the 3 that I had to.
And then I gave
work
you
with.
3 more.
Yeah,
So-
so that was 6.
yeah, so you can
Now you
cash in
can-
5 of those for an automatic success.
Oh. Ooh.
And you can do a bingo.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I wanna bingo instead. Then I'm understanding
Ooh.
now. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
not only do that but support creatively. So I'm gonna find a way of
Ooh.
like kind of moving it all through in almost like a tunnel. So it kind of goes back
Mhm.
into it, and Yazeba sees it like as almost a flow that just works with my charisma in some ways. Really
Man.
vibes.
Can I ask a
It's
rules
physical
clarification?
music.
Yeah, rules moment.
You have a rules question. The bingos for this chapter, are they just for
Mhm.
like when you cash in and succeed, or can you use like a bingo at any time? How does that work?
When you do a bingo, you give all your coins to someone else, or you can cash in 5 coins and succeed. So
And you
bingos are a way to make it like you can make it another person's problem as well. So like I did a bingo earlier when I kept a secret that I should keep, and I gave 3 coins to Sal.
But
So
now
that
Sal has
was
1 coin.
And now Sal has 1 coin.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
To help out
To help out. I'm
creatively.
here, the rules help out creatively. I think Gertrude's gonna just keep doing laundry, just keep the eyes on the prize and succeed. And so I will do another. Oh, Sal checked off 1, and then I check off 1, which means we've now gotten 2 loads of laundry into the dryer. And we are chugging along. Let's just keep flipping coins. This chapter is like genuinely, you just flip a lot. You just flip a lot. of coins.
I
yeah.
love that.
The frantic
I
mode
love
is
it.
one of my favorite ones. I slide. I'm going to slide my 3 coins over to Muckleby and use the bingo. Demonstrate it. I'm going to demonstrate a hidden kindness. Like as you're like kind of extricating yourself from everything. Like like I mop up kind of around you like really quickly, like I like go sure and like just kind of create a cleaner space for you to work while no one else is paying attention. I just kind of help you get up and out and cleaned up near you, not clean you up.
I love that the like detergent that I've been leaking though helps the mopping.
Yeah, like
so
that's
that
the reason it
floor's, like,
works. Yeah, and
sparkling. It's so perfect.
Mhm.
In that case, I'm gonna cash in my 5 of my coins. Because that gave me 7, so I'll cash in 5 of them to put more laundry into the laundry machine while you're mopping up around me.
Hell yeah! To check off the washer. We're getting closer.
Oh man, this is great! It's so much cleaner in here than when we started. I told you, you should always include old Buckleby when you're cleaning. That's
Yeah,
what I always say.
Muckleby, you've been doing really. I'm also gonna do a bingo of my own and give Muckleby. I'm gonna give you 2 coins. Get rid of both of mine, and I'm gonna say, Muckleby, I didn't expect how much of a help you'd be, but you've been really like it's been really meaningful having you help out, and I'm really grateful you've been here. So I give you 2 of my coins, and then I'm gonna immediately put some laundry in the hamper. In the washer and take up a coin. So you have 2 more coins than you did before, but I said a nice thing to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I have gone over to just like the blanket wall. That is like it's just a giant pile of blankets, and just kind of started picking through them, very half-heartedly. Like, Gertrude, is this your bed or is this laundry?
I think a little bit of my bed used to be there. It was the one under. I don't know. I've lost track of where the futon went. It got buried under socks like 2 days ago.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Yazeba.
darling. Well, one day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's the house. It's kind of your call, really, if you think about it, right? Like, I don't know.
Oh, yes, it
Gertrude
is my
seems-
call. I think about it all the time.
Gertrude looks at the camera like she's in the office.
I have a question for you all. I just flipped my 4 coins, and I was like gonna
Mhm.
sneaky do it and then set something up, and I got 4 heads. So I'm wondering if anyone has any good ideas for some epic 4 heads flipping moment. 'Cause
Oh
I
my
don't-
god,
I
that's
know.
yeah. What is I think maybe the most impressive way Muckleby can Kobe some
Exactly.
clothes into the into the washing machine.
I know, that's what I was trying to think. Like, what is the most impressive thing that she could do?
Do you like froth up and pre-treat like all this
Oh,
laundry?
it's so good.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like
'Cause
the
you're full of detergent,
the
right,
like
and your
spongy,
slime.
grimy quality and the detergent kind of all mixed together, and you're
You're practically a washing machine yourself.
right.
It's like a dirt rub, like what like instead of a salt
Mhm.
scrub, it's like an earth scrub. You ever have one of those? You can buy them from the
God,
store.
yeah.
They're really expensive, and
Gertrude's like, yeah, totally. Well, what's cool also is you succeed, right? And then you go to 5 coins, right? So you succeed, right? Do you want to check off the slot in the washer?
yeah.
And now you have 5 coins, so you could cash them in to succeed again.
I think I will, because I'll just like after I pre-treat that laundry, I will
Mm-hmm.
just load it right in. I'm having trouble typing, but yes.
No worries.
So that
And
fills
now-
up another. Yeah, go ahead.
That fills up another slot on the dryer, which means now the dryer is full, which means now the hamper is. We've gotten one of the 2. We're halfway there. We've gotten half the laundry
Whoa.
clean. Living on a prayer. Whoa. Copy strike from Twitch.
I got heads this time as I try to
Ooh.
with my 1 coin.
You succeed.
I'm gonna-
Back
I'm
the
gonna-
washer.
I'm gonna take my
Mhm.
time with that too. Back in the washer.
Yazeba has like now after picking at these blankets for a little while, just like swirled a bunch of them up like in a tornado and has just sent them over to the washer. I don't have any coins right now, so it's another automatic success.
I'm gonna flip my 1 coin and I'm gonna succeed. And so Gertrude will also, I think, dump in a load as well, as she just is hiking it in. We're in full business. I'm gonna flip 2 coins. I'm gonna play it risky. I'm just gonna try again because I'm feeling lucky, and I'm gonna get 2 heads, right? Because like Gertrude's just a natural at this. She's doing great. She's doing absolutely great. And so I'm gonna go for 3 coins. I'm gonna go for broke. Let's see how it goes. And I will fail. And I think Gertrude is going to mess up something she thought she could handle. And she goes for she's fully, when you're like doing laundry and you're just in the rhythm and like you're like folding clothes and putting them in and like working the dryer and like getting everything set. And then she just, I think, picks up a pair of socks that are like potentially Hey Kids socks. You can tell because they used to be rainbow and now they are brown. And Gertrude looks at them and then puts them down very slowly as she realizes that we've been doing so much laundry. We're getting to the laundry that's been sitting there for like 2 weeks or more and has built up like all the layers of dirt. It's like a geological passage. You know what I mean? Where it's like we've entered the mantle where all the laundry pressure has soaked into these lower levels. And she just realizes with horror that the grossest part is yet to come. And I'm just going to check off another spot of my yucky track. And step away quietly, go back to folding sheets, unwilling to address what's going on.
Oh, yes.
Sal, go for it.
I am just gonna, since I don't have any coins, get some more things in the dryer at the moment. Just kind of look a little bit terrified towards what could occur, but know that in my heart, I can't get involved at this point.
Sal's not strong enough.
Yazeba is just into it with these blankets, and it's just casting more and more of them overhead, but it does make the room kind of have this like lights on, lights off function as they pass over the lights in the windows, and like it's almost a strobe-like effect for everybody else in the room.
I'm imagining it's very like freshman girl in college doing interior decorating energy, where like the blankets are just on the ceiling and are like create this kind of like canopy bed effect.
Oh yeah,
as, like they kind of one by one.
Absolutely, like it is like as you look at these, you can definitely tell that some of these are like they almost suggest that these might be from when Yazeba was in that phase of life personally. They are that old. Like you can
see like the tie-dye one going over.
Right. And you're like, that doesn't, like, none of the blankets in the B&B match, but that one seems tremendously out of place. We get some more in.
I think Mokobe's gonna go over and say like, that gross stuff, I'm made for that stuff, and I'm just gonna use my free, since I don't have any coins right now, success to take some of that extra gross laundry that Gertrude found and start putting in the wash.
Nice.
Yazeba,
I think this might be the last one because it's gonna cascade, right?
Yeah. Which is a cool moment, which is a cool place to be at in the game. And so I mean, it's as far as the way this particular chapter works out. And
also the fact that I slightly explained the rules incorrectly, but it's fine because it's still fun when it cascades. But I think technically the rules say that when you're supposed to go from the washer to the dryer, you flip coins for that as well. But like, screw it, we did it wrong, and it's going great. So
it's great. It's on stream.
Rules are like bedtimes or calendars. You ignore them for fun.
Yeah.
I love that it functions as an affirmation as well.
When you reassure yourself, because Yazebas is so fiddly that sometimes you just miss something. Yeah.
Yazeba walks over and stares deep into the ancient tunnels of laundry and just says, "Ah, yes, the old ways," and then walks back over to the blanket pile.
Yazeba, what did that mean? Hey, Yazeba, what did that mean?
No, it's fine. And so that was me saying something cryptic and secretive about something that may matter to everybody.
The old ways. I am going to do a bingo to show off a cool skill that people didn't know I have. Or Sal, do you want to get the last load of laundry? Which of us wants to do it?
Please go ahead.
Okay. I think Gertrude is going to show off a cool skill you didn't know she had. She's going to look at Yazeba and raise her hand, and the sediment layer of dirty laundry is going to like crinkle up and like a snake. Like it's almost like anyone else would assume this is part of Yazeba's magic, but Yazeba recognizes this is Gertrude doing a little bit of magic and is going to move the laundry as it like crinkles and foils up into the washing machine. And then the washing machine dings as it turns on. And then, like the dryer is done, the clothes are folded, the room is sparkling, it looks great. Sal, how does the chapter end? Tell me about it. How do we end the day as we've cleaned all this laundry?
As it all washes up, and pun intended, and as we all have that nice little dryer, like the little dryer sheet smell fill everything, I feel as though Sal would Just sit on his little guitar in his little corner and be like, would anyone like to hear my latest hit for tonight?
Yeah.
No, I have work to do. I'll see y'all later.
Good night, Yazeba. I'll see you later.
Muckleby, this is actually not a space for guests.
Bye, boss.
All right.
We
Bye,
can
I
go to the
guess.
living room. We can go to the living room. Sal, you can play in the living room.
I could. Yeah, you're right. I could go to the living room, and Sal just like
Let's
is
go hang
kind
out.
of defeated because it really was a hope that Yazeba was the one that
Yeah.
he starts to just press the buttons on his guitar and goes. We got it all, we laundry friends. Here we are at it again. And then he remixes it. Here we are at it again. Here we are at it again. And it starts to go a little too quickly. And
Gertrude, a little out of
Way too quickly.
way too. Thump.
Brought the house down.
Yazeba, can you hear Sal's music from your office?
Yes.
is it inspirational?
It's like I think like from the outside there's like just like an art style. Zeba is like scratching a bunch of notes, like quickly scrawling them across like tube, and then you see just like a pause and like a quick percussive tap with the pen, and then back to like cold face.
Aww, yeah.
Do you think modern baseball will go on tour with me?
So really quick, everyone, because of the fact that we are playing with sheets that are being used for a legacy playtest, that means keep your leftover chaos coins. Keep them in your hand because you're going to use them real quick. If everyone wants to scroll to their journey at the bottom of their sheet, look at it. If it's got a track, put those coins into the track one for one. So, for example, Muckleby, if you had a good time, put them into your happy track. If you had a bad time, put them into your sad track. Spend them in either direction. Yazeba, I think all three of us, yeah. Check if you checked anything off, Sal and Yazeba, and then really quick, we're going to hop over to the Google Sheet that is located in the folder. And we're going to check some extra things off. So put those chaos coins. If you look over at the sheet that's labeled extra tracks and shelves, we're going to really quickly, you can put those extra chaos coins into a track to help unlock something.
Okay, so can I ask a question about the journey?
Yes. Yes.
Spending the leftovers, is it the number of coins?
Yeah, so if you have like 3 coins, you get to put 3 checks into something.
I think I had 0 left because I think the last thing that she did was spend the 5.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. You don't have to have any left. This is just if you have any left.
Or maybe she got
Possum.
one for doing the free last. See, now I forget.
I think you can have one. I think you have one.
did. I think she had one.
You
So
have
I should
one.
put that in the
Why
journey.
not? Have one. Yeah,
There
put that
you
into
go.
the journey. Yeah.
Okay,
Why
great.
not have one?
And
What's the
it
harm?
may be a little bit hard to read on screen, though. I do have it up. So these are different things that can be unlocked, just so people who are out there watching know.
Yes.
Within the
so
B&B.
you can. These are extra tracks in the book. They're gonna look much more artful. This is like the playtesting version, right? So I can keep track of stuff. And so I had 1 coin left over, so I am gonna put it towards getting the bed and breakfast a jacuzzi.
Oh.
I had 2 left over. I'm going to put them into a mysterious and secret package arrived.
Ooh. Sal, did you have any left over?
I have none left over.
Very well, then we have done it. And then the final thing we unlocked, we got a pair of socks, an unmatched sock, which we can put into a shelf for housekeeping. And Sal, because you didn't have anything to put in, where do you want the sock to go? Do you want it to go at the front desk, in the pantry? You could put it in your station wagon and unlock something there.
I wanted to go in the pantry.
Sounds good. We unlocked a new chapter. So when I do this playtest later with other folks, we get a new chapter from it. That's cool.
So
Cool.
cool.
So that was the legacy stuff real quick. If we want to take 5 minutes before we do the next chapter.
Well, we had
Cody,
actually talked about
you're
taking
good.
a longer break. So, but I'm up to
Ooh,
either one. We
cool,
were going to take a
perfect.
30-minute break between chapters. So that would give just us a little bit more time to check. But we'll
Yeah.
start an entirely new stream for that. We're not going to leave it up. But
Okay,
I will say
sounds
this:
good.
we've got.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop up the title graphic. Then we can do a little bit of an outro, and then we will
Mm-hmm.
come back up. So this has been Wash Cycle. We are going to come back in about 30 minutes. Let's call that 3:30 Eastern time to play a little bit more of Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast. We are actually going to be playing the Gone Fishing chapter, which I don't know the number off the top of my head, but come back in 30 minutes to join us as we get gone fishing here on Plus One
Chapter
EXP.
21. Chapter 21. Gone.
Oh, that
Fishing.
art is so cool too. It looks so good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for doing it. If you want to hit follow while you are out there watching, you are welcome to hang out and relax or get up and go do something. I'm going to eat in the 30 minutes we're off.
We're
'cause I
gonna take-
didn't
yeah.
before we went live, but we'll be back in just a
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
need to drink water and take a bio break. I will
right.
catch